Hello, guys and girls, and welcome to the Rassling Roundtable. I'm joined by Rassling HB.
All right, guys, how you doing? We're gonna talk some wrestling.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a possible brand split, the good and bad, and the meh. So, let's start with the bad stuff because there is some points to talk about, but not as much as the good part, I think. Well, one of the bad parts is that they either need to make new titles or bring back old ones or even split the current ones.
Yeah, that's a point I was gonna make as well. It's like we have to make more titles. We have to separate the world title again potentially, and it just waters the titles down. Like
Not
it,
even that, but you need to see it also a little bit from a business standpoint. It is so much costs more.
that's true. I don't know. Like if we have like say for example two world titles again, it makes it somewhat less meaningful when someone wins it. I guess.
Yeah,
Like right now, you have the one world title, and that's what everyone's striving to achieve. And when they do finally achieve it, for example, Seth Rollins last year, that was a big deal. But say that happens now, and someone wins like a secondary quote unquote world title at Mania, it won't mean as much. We'll use, I guess, Dolph Ziggler as an example. He's a what 2 or 3 time world champion, but it was the SmackDown belt, which didn't mean as much.
yeah, but I had also to that a random idea about also the tag team championship.
Mm-hmm.
Don't split it up, but one brand has the normal tag team championship, and the other one has an women's tag team championship.
A women's tag team championship.
Yeah.
But then, where would you put the Divas title, or would you make two women's belts?
Yeah. We can make the women's championship and the divas championship.
Well, if you want to put the tag belts on one, I guess you can have the Divas on the other, like
Yeah.
the way it used to be with SmackDown had cruiserweights and Raw had women.
Yeah.
But instead now, I don't know, the like tag team is like such a different thing. I don't know if it's right to make one exclusive to a show. But like again, though, this is an issue you run into. Is like, do we make two belts, two sets of belts, or blah blah blah?
Also, like I pointed out with the belt, there are additional costs that come off, as well as with the brand split. There either needs to be more wrestlers on each show that are exclusive to this show. That means also more costs and more costs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like they're short of money. Are they $1 billion company still?
Yeah, and you
And
get the
the
WWE network for $9.99.
shameless plug, but it's hella worth it.
Yeah,
You
when
can
they
actually go back and see the brand split days when it was fun.
Oh yeah. What else is there to say that is negative? Oh yeah. One brand can get overexposure and bodies the other one.
Yeah, you always run the risk of having an A show and a B show.
Yeah,
That's
but
not a Daniel Bryan reference.
uh, to be honest, right now it is the same right now because everything important happened on Raw and SmackDown is meh.
Yeah, this this could be one of the positives though, is that you make SmackDown important. Back in the day, like they put the Undertaker on SmackDown for a very good reason, so that they'll get viewers. You can do something similar like that.
Yeah, like make Paul Heyman the commentator on SmackDown.
True. Paul Heyman needs to be a commentator on everything.
Oh, but oh, how awesome would it be for Paul Heyman to be commentator again?
Well, if we do the brand split, we can bring back the general managers, and he could be one of those.
Ooh,
Hmm. I mean, he is a former SmackDown general manager.
and former.
No, no, we don't talk about ECW. No, that did not happen. I'm trying to erase that from my memory. Thank you.
Why?
Because we had stuff like the Zombie, Kevin Thorne. I know we're not doing that again. Well, a point I was going to make, right, is that we kind of do have a brand split right now. You have WWE and there's NXT, which they kind of treat as their own thing.
Yeah, I know. That is a brand split. But the problem with that is they is not really a brand split, because after a way they call up, in quotation marks, a wrestler from NXT to one of the other rosters.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see it so much happening that one of the main rosters goes down, except when WWE doesn't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
Like Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder. And I feel like Tyler Breeze is going to be there soon again.
They should put the Ascension back.
Yeah, and them.
Yeah.
Breeze is gorgeous, though.
Yeah. But NXT is a completely different part, and I have to say something in the good parts for NXT. What could possibly be happening? So, what else is there bad to talk about a possible brand split?
See, I don't know. I think there's more positives to it than negatives.
Yeah.
The only problem I see is obviously there would be more filler, I guess, on the actual shows, because less star talent, I should say. So more screen time for people like Heath Slater, blah blah blah. Like, not anything against Heath Slater, but like you're not necessarily going to tune in and be like, "Boy, I hope Heath Slater gets a 10-minute promo segment."
Yeah, but it also can go the other way around, that they can build up stars and make them shine. Like, could you imagine a 10-minute promo with a good match with Stardust?
True. For Cody Rhodes.
Man, I really like that guy.
But yeah, like it's a double-edged sword. Like the negatives also have their positive side. Like we talked about the watering down of titles, but again, you are building up talent because Raw will need its champion. So you've got your Cenas, your Ortons, whatever. But SmackDown will need a champion. That's where the younger talent like Ziggler come in.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, Heath Slater. People might not want to see a 10-minute promo, but it does give them a chance to shine, and they can prove people wrong. I'm trying to think of an example from back in the day in the brand split, someone that got time to shine and it worked. I'm kind of struggling. Help, Demon. Rey Mysterio. He got a chance on SmackDown. Like, oh, okay, yes, you can argue Eddie passed away and he got a push. But say there was no brand split, I doubt he would have gotten the same push if he was on Raw.
Yeah.
Even I know this is not a best example, but Great Khali was a world champion on SmackDown.
Yeah, and
Booker T.
I don't know if that was a push or not, but John Cena was born on SmackDown.
Exactly. Like, he got given an opportunity and he took the ball and ran with it all the way to WrestleMania, to the point where they changed their entire future plan for the company and made John Cena the next big star rather than Batista.
Yeah, and look who is now the man, the face of the company itself, John Cena. And he is a SmackDown wrestler, and he got his time to shine on SmackDown, not on Raw. Yep. But after he got the chance to be the star, they pushed him to Raw, which is...
Yeah. Another one is JBL.
Oh, yeah. The Rassling God.
I know it's a joke now. Paul Heyman even made reference to it on a pay-per-view a long time ago, but the only reason that JBL was champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work on Tuesdays. Even if that was the case, JBL still got an opportunity to lead a brand, basically.
Yeah.
That would never have happened on Raw. And JBL, to his credit, he got the opportunity and he made it work. Like, I love JBL.
Yeah, he you can say as much as you want about his heel time, yeah, but that was his job as well. But his matches were all rather great.
Promo work, everything.
Yeah. So let's go over to the good, because we're already kind of talking about the good. So the good is, like we said, more exposure to superstars that didn't get any a chance to shine and push, like Zack Ryder, Damien Sandow, Stardust.
not even people like that are barely on TV. Even people that are on TV but aren't being used to their potential. I'm looking at people like Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
Like say Raw and SmackDown had their own separate brands and their titles. Kevin Owens would not be mid-card fodder. He'd be main eventing, arguably SmackDown. He would be one of the top heels.
Yeah.
Ziggler again, top face or heel, depending on which way. People look at the League of Nations. Everyone in that stable is a main eventer. But because there's no brand split and everyone's like, oh my god, Cena, Orton, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, they have no place to go or do anything. But if they separated the brands, they would get their opportunity to do stuff. And they could dominate Raw or SmackDown, like be a proper heel stable.
Yeah.
Rusev and Del Rio in particular. I'm huge fans of both, and they're being wasted and squandered.
Yeah. Yeah. It is the best if they got more chance to shine. And that's the brand split. Let me point another funny thing out that I think could maybe interesting and can involve NXT, which I love to watch every year, was the draft.
Yeah, draft is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and now NXT is involved in it?
Yeah, that could be an interesting way to call people up.
Yeah, in a draft manner. SmackDown picks Finn Balor!
Oh, you mean the original draft when they actually were like, I want this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, that's great. That's another way to build up talent as well. Like, say it is, okay, for example, Stephanie and Heyman. They're Raw and SmackDown. And Heyman's like, first pick, I want someone like Kevin Owens because he's the future. Immediately, you've made Owens a star.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was one of the mistakes back in the days. Like, I think the first two picks were like Stone Cold and Undertaker. Like,
yeah, they were.
Logically, it makes sense. Like, they're the top stars. But, like, pick up younger talent. Make them seem like a big deal. Otherwise, if you don't care about them, why should we?
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. Man. And like I said, there could also be NXT then involved.
Mm-hmm.
So that Raw and SmackDown fight over NXT stars.
Exactly. That's another point. Like, not only would they build each other up, Raw and SmackDown, but they build up NXT. They, Heyman and Stephanie, the two GMs, really want, let's pick an NXT guy. Samoa Joe. Okay. They really want Samoa Joe. So they build up this huge match. Say, like, Raw has Orton, SmackDown has Cena. So it's like Orton versus Cena. The winner gets Samoa Joe. Not only does that promote the pay-per-view match and Cena and Orton, but also promotes the hell out of NXT and builds up Samoa Joe as this, like, serious contender. Like, these two sides are, like, fighting so hard to get him. Like, there's no loser in that situation.
Exactly. But one thing I am quite interested is if and how they're going to build up the brand split. If that's the iffy part about that WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the reason we're discussing this, is because obviously there's the Undertaker versus Shane match, and if Shane wins, he gets Raw.
Yeah,
so everyone, when that was announced, everyone was like, "Oh my god, brand split!"
Yeah, but the match itself calls this doesn't end well.
It honestly just depends on if Shane is going to be sticking around or not.
Probably not, because what I heard is that he did get a bunch of money for it, and he is still not very keen with his father.
Yeah. Well, that's not our place to comment on. That's their family issues. But,
yeah. Have a random side point. Did you know that back in the day when UFC was not a big thing, that Shane suggested to his father to buy it?
Yeah, back in like 1999 or something, before it really took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and Vince is a dumbass.
Yeah, and even Shane said that he wanted to CEO the UFC. And so far what I heard, he is the most out of the McMahons.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so let's play this out. We get to WrestleMania, Undertaker and Shane. Somehow Shane wins. I don't know. The Mean Street Posse return and lay out Undertaker. I don't know. Yeah, I want that to happen. I will mark out for Pete Gas. So Shane gets Raw, and because of that, Vince Stephanie, Triple H, I guess, all three of them turn up on SmackDown saying, okay, fine, he has Raw. We'll make SmackDown this show, and this is where everything will be, type thing. All the important shit will happen here. And there you go, there's your brand split. Like, Vince will want to secure talent so Shane doesn't squander them, or, I don't know. I guess they could do the story of, oh, Shane likes Extreme Wrestling. He was always an ECW fanboy. He's going to put them all in hardcore matches and hurt them all. He's going to injure everyone, so Vince wants exclusive access, so that's where you get the brand split from.
Ooh, that is another good point about the brand split. The higher chance to get injured.
Yeah. Wrestlers will be working less.
Yeah, they will working less, so there's less chance for them get a busted nose. But I don't mean Roman, but Charlotte more.
I mean, have you seen that thing? It's hard to miss it. But yeah, like there are other upsides. Like they won't have to work every TV taping. They won't have to work all the house shows. Ziggler won't have to murder himself just trying to get a younger guy over every week. Like, how is he not injured? That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, talent will get injured less. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway.
Yeah.
They could, if they wanted to, they could play up the whole PG TV and TV, was it 14 in America? They could have Shane's brand be, I guess, Attitude Era-ish, and have Vince's be PG, and do it like that.
Who?
Because as we've seen in the last few weeks in the build up to WrestleMania, they're not afraid to kind of, I guess, non-PG up.
Yeah.
I mean, Vince dropped the F-bomb on Raw. I don't know if that was by accident or design, but it happened.
I think it was more an accident because Vince is a good in-character player. And real Vincent Kennedy McMahon says whatever the F he wants.
Yeah, that's true. But Roman Reigns bleeding was not an accident.
Yeah. We saw that Sexton,
Byron Sexton.
Yeah, gave him the pill.
That other black dude, as The Rock says.
Another not so PG thing.
Exactly. What was it? Edge and Christian also made a kind of somewhat racist remark towards the New Day. I've never seen so much chocolate be vanilla.
Yeah.
See, like they are going edgier. So I can see them doing that with a potential brand split if Shane's obviously on camera put in charge, not actually in charge.
Yeah, but I don't think that is going to happen because he still has a successful company in China.
He does, but like just because he's in charge, like on screen, doesn't mean he has to be there every week.
Yeah.
There was this is going way back, but like the late 80s, early 90s, there was WWF president Jack Tunney, who was on TV like 6 times a year. He was never there, but like they would always talk about him. Like he made this match, he ordered this. Like as long as you're referencing them, they don't actually have to be on camera.
Yeah,
like, that's one of my biggest issues with authority figures. Not just Triple H and Stephanie, just wrestling in general, is that they always take up TV time when they don't need to. Like how many Raws in the last 10 years has it started with the person in charge coming out for a 20-minute promo?
Well, as long as it's Paul Heyman, I don't mind.
But yeah, if it's Heyman, it's cool. But like, yeah, like Shane can do it. He can appear like once a month just to plug the pay-per-view, make some matches. If he gets some free time, he can come along for an angle. But like, he doesn't need to be there every week.
Yeah.
Same with Stephanie and Vince, I guess.
And that's also a good point because back in the day, not so much back in the day. If you're as old as me and wheezing here, but when the authority figures as Vince and stuff not so often in, and then the music pops. You have an oh face, what's going to happen? Oh.
Exactly. Every time you see them, it means some serious shit is going down.
Like in SmackDown on Theodore Long. I liked him.
A tag team match player?
Holla, holla, holla player. Wait.
One with The Undertaker.
Yeah. And that would be also awesome if Shane wasn't every time present in every Raw, but when something happened in ring and you hear ka-ching, money, 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 money.
Yeah.
You,
It pops the crowd.
Yeah.
Look at how watered down Stephanie is. She comes out every week, so when her music hits, the crowd doesn't care because they expect to see her.
Yeah.
That's why when Vince came back recently, that one time against Roman Reigns, it was the first time he was on TV in a year. Crowd went insane.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it should be with authority figures.
Yeah, they should get a huge pop.
Mm-hmm. And that can work with a brand split. You just let the shows run. Like they can even do like for Shane, if he is busy in China or whatever, he can do pre-tape segments. Because it's no secret that he left and started a business. You can even just say he's off dealing with his other business, and so live via satellite in China, he can be on his rock grind and just do like a video thing.
Yeah, but didn't the same back in the day with Ted with the thing yet you said the
Jack Tunney?
yeah, Tunney,
Yeah, he used to do that. Because he ran his own company in Canada, I believe.
he had his company in Canada,
and it worked though.
Yeah.
I don't see why they can't do that. They could even just do like Vince live from Stamford, Connecticut in head offices. He doesn't need to be there. Like he is there. He's running the show, but the crowd don't need to know that.
Yeah, exactly.
It can work.
Yeah. And like we said, that the individual wrestlers can shine, and new wrestlers can shine better as well. Like most of the NXT people that get up get a small push, and then the creatives don't know what to do.
Neville is the best example.
Yeah.
Neville is a phenomenal talent, probably the best high flyer other than maybe Kalisto they have right now. But he's literally doing nothing. Like, he came up last year after WrestleMania. He done, like, what's he actually done? I'm trying to think right now.
A little bit with Stardust and the celebrity, the Stephen Amell.
Yeah, Stephen Amell. Yeah, like, but other than that, like, he's not done anything important.
No.
WrestleMania is in a month, and Neville probably won't be on the card, or if he is, it will be in like some big 18 million man ladder match.
Yeah.
If there was a brand split and the IC and US belts were split, he'd be a constant contender because obviously less talent of that level. But on Raw and SmackDown as it is right now, you've got Kevin Owens, you've got Ziggler, you got, who else is there? I guess Ambrose before you got crowd support, I guess. But like there's so many people like Miz, Big Show, Bray, the other Wyatts. Like there's so many people going for these mid-card belts that everyone just gets lost in the shuffle when they're not fighting for it.
Yeah.
Like Neville right now is what? Helping Kalisto?
Yeah.
Just do nothing?
Exactly. And you named a few other wrestlers that needed a little bit of spotlight and caring, like Bray Wyatt.
Can we not, man? I'm gonna start crying. They fucked up Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt could have and should have, and I still guess can be the next Undertaker.
Yeah.
But every major feud he gets into, he loses because the heroes have to win, which is BS. And it's a testament to the man and his promo ability and his wrestling skill that the crowd still supports him.
Yeah.
Because he's sure as hell getting no support from the office.
Man.
Like, we were discussing this off camera. It's WrestleMania in a month. Bray Wyatt has no clear match or even angle right now.
And the sad part is the plans that we heard for WrestleMania before last few weeks and stuff like that was that he is going to face Brock Lesnar. That would give him so much momentum. But it was changed for Dean Ambrose. It's still a good match and good stuff, but they put him now on an in quotation mark pay-per-view because it's only available on the network called WWE Roadblock. Funny that the Roadblock is after Fastlane.
Yeah.
yeah. But they put him on a show that you can't watch on television.
And he's just being fed to Brock Lesnar to keep him strong for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, say Bray got put on SmackDown if there was a brand split, he'd easily be one of the stars on SmackDown.
Yeah, and the best thing that they could do with Bray. Because the whole Wyatt family, I want him, the same thing that they did with JBL. Give him the belt and let him run for it for a while.
Yeah, give him the top belt, give Harper the middle belt, and give the other two the tag belts. There you go.
Yeah.
Let them dominate until, like, I don't know, SummerSlam, where they can build up like another group or faction or just a group of wrestlers and finally defeat like the undefeatable, I guess.
Yeah, and so they get a push, and the Wyatts get a push.
Like it's basic wrestling booking.
Yeah, but we have the weird soap opera writers right now.
Yeah, like look at Brock Lesnar. He's the perfect example. Like he hasn't been pinned or made to tap out in 3 years. So when he finally does get pinned or tapped out, immediately you've made a star, like the person that beats him. It's not that hard to book a monster.
And the good part about the Wyatts and the stuff that I said, it kind of reminds me of the Ministry of Darkness angle.
Yeah. But yes, that was cheesy back in the day, but we loved it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Exactly.
Like, Bray can bring some good stuff. He can carry a brand if he has to.
He can rule over the brand like in the Ministry of Darkness. He is the indirect chef of the show.
Yeah. Well, okay, another point for the brand split is we all have, like, they have their part-timers. Like, do we separate them, or do they just show up where they want? For example, Rock and Brock. Does one person get Rock, one person get Brock?
Brock?
Yeah, Rock. Yeah. and Taker, I guess, as well. And Jericho, too. There's 4 right there. Do they get split up, or do they just turn up wherever they want, or...
I think they have the right to turn up whenever they want, whatever they want.
And you can say it's part of their contract because they're such huge stars.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I feel like that would be a bad thing. I feel like if you want to make, say SmackDown is the second show and you want to make that a big deal, that's where you put Brock and Taker. And Raw can have Rock and Jericho.
I personally would not put Brock and Undertaker on the same field. It has a weird taste because of all the feud they have in the past, and
well, just because they're on the same show doesn't mean they have to feud.
Yeah, I know, but still feels weird.
I know, but like, I just want, if they do the brand split, you need to make SmackDown feel important, and you do that by giving them some stars.
Yeah, and it is sad what they are doing with their product.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why even bother to watch SmackDown? On SmackDown, nothing is happening important to the storyline and stuff.
Yeah. On you go, Demon.
Yeah, at least if you have the brand split, you have 2 storylines you can build.
And also, when they do finally interact, it feels special.
Yeah, like in Survivor Series, Raw vs. SmackDown match.
Yeah, that was amazingly hype. But not only was it hype because it was Raw and SmackDown, but it also got to feature younger talent, because I believe Chris Masters, Carlito, Bobby Lashley, like people like that were involved, and it made them seem important.
Yeah, and also they put in heel people in each team, where you don't know if they're gonna turn over to the other side. Like
exactly.
Big Show once from Raw to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's another thing. Like, not only will we have the drafts every year and stuff like that, but like you can do contract disputes and say, like you said, Big Show was unhappy on Raw, so he made a deal with SmackDown. Like, these can be running storylines.
Yeah.
Another one is, like, say the Divas stay on Raw, but obviously SmackDown does draft some women. You can build up to this huge match at, like, a WrestleMania one year where, like, the top SmackDown Divas, like, I'm better than anything on Raw, I deserve a title match. Then you just have this interpromotional, say, Charlotte versus Sasha, because they're on separate shows.
Yeah.
Or Bayley.
Yeah, and another thing that is nice about the pay-per-views, like the Royal Rumble, you can have in each show then a tournament to determine if they qualify for the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now the Rumble is in quotation mark picked randomly most of the times, and yeah. But 15 people from SmackDown, 15 people from Raw.
It makes the Rumble feel special. People have to qualify. And because of the brand split, obviously more wrestlers will get more time. They'll feel important. So that means the Royal Rumble itself will feel more important because it's full of quote unquote stars.
Yeah, we can talk about one wrestler in particular where there are many rumors right now about Wade Barrett.
Yo, Wade Barrett.
Yeah, there are rumors that he doesn't feel so good with the company and the way they go with him, and that he may be going to let his contract run out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame him for that.
No, not at all. But he's a good example of someone that can shine in like a brand split format.
Yeah, except when he doesn't get injured.
Well, yeah, that too. But still,
he tend to get injured like a few other superstars, like Cesaro.
But like we said, with a brand split, less house shows, less TV recordings.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
And Cesaro's another good example as well. Someone that can shine in this format.
Yeah.
Because again, if he's on TV right now, he'd be lost in a shuffle with all the Intercontinental/US title people. He's just another one of these mid-carders.
Man.
I was going to make a point earlier, but I forgot what it was. Bring back RVD, that's my point.
Dude,
totally awesome. Hey, growing up, RVD was my favorite.
Yeah. But, yeah. He's still a little bit prone to injury as well.
Man, leave RVD alone.
Yeah, what they did with his last run in the WWE was shit as well.
Man, bring back CM Punk. We mentioned that Shane wanted to buy UFC. There's Shane's representative against Undertaker.
Again? That would be nice.
I don't care, man. It'd be hype.
Yeah.
We're getting into real fantasy booking now.
We mark the shit out right now.
Yeah. So pay-per-views. We mentioned briefly off screen, I guess, that you wouldn't want them to do exclusive pay-per-views. I don't mind. I actually wouldn't mind them doing exclusive pay-per-views. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah, I still stand by that, and that category is part of the meh. I personally don't like it because right now it's already overcrowded with pay-per-views, I think. I can remember a time where there was not every month a pay-per-view.
Yeah, you had the big five.
Yeah, and I remember a time where the shows itself were so important that the titles could change at the shows.
That's true.
Only the mid-card title now changed eventually on a show. But yeah.
I don't know, like, I'm okay with them doing brand exclusive pay-per-views because, again, it makes the major pay-per-views feel special. Like, oh my god, like, they're all on this one show, it must be a big deal. So it would help things like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble stand out.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously right now the argument is that all the pay-per-views feel stale. And, honestly, they're not helping when all the pay-per-views have, like, the same set and stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. Every pay-per-view feels like a little bit big Raw show.
Yeah. Like, obviously WrestleMania feels special. It's WrestleMania. But all the rest don't. Like, I think if we go back and watch Survivor Series, then watch, I don't know, like, Fastlane, they've got the exact same set. They don't feel any different.
Was there anything around Fastlane thing that looks like cars and stuff? There was nothing. It was just a ramp.
Yeah, I don't even think they had a ramp.
Yes, it was a ramp because I remember which one was it? They were fighting up the ramp a little bit, but I forgot the whole pay-per-view.
Exactly, and this is a common problem. If we said right now, okay, name the main event from Payback last year, we'd struggle. But if I said, okay, Bad Blood 2004, I'd know it was Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Hell in a Cell because pay-per-views stood out back then.
Yeah.
Because they felt special, and I missed that. Like, okay, WrestleMania feels special, it always will. But after that, we've got Payback, I believe? They've changed it around. And I guarantee you there'll be nothing memorable on that show. But if you had a brand split, and it was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view or a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, you could have your new stars being made. from
Yeah.
the fallout from WrestleMania.
But then you have, again, to look out for the negative part, which is important in the eye of a company. If it's a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, how many Raw people are going to watch SmackDown pay-per-view?
But that's why you give them a reason to watch. And this goes back to my put Brock on SmackDown or give them a better roster, put Triple H over there, Stephanie.
Yeah,
You
but
need
then
to give people a reason to watch.
But then there's the same then with Raw. If there is a little bit more star power on SmackDown, who's going to watch then the Raw pay-per-views?
I feel like Raw is a strong enough brand on its own that it will be fine no matter what.
I
People
would
watch
say
Raw
NXT is a strong brand on its own, but not Raw anymore.
I don't know. Like that's something they need to obviously test out. Obviously, if Raw's struggling, they can, I don't know, like put someone back over there. Like, I think I remembered my point from earlier that I was going to make. The best and easiest way to make both shows feel equally important is this. You want to make Roman Reigns the next big thing, make him your face of Raw, and draft Cena to SmackDown. Done.
Yeah, that is the problem with what I have with the currently booking of Shane and Undertaker. It's literally two baby faces facing each other at WrestleMania, and if a babyface versus babyface, it feels iffy every time.
Unless Shane gets a representative, which I still hope they do, because
I hope as well.
Because I don't want this 46-year-old man taking a bump off the set.
But Mick Foley is okay.
It's Mick Foley though. He's literally indestructible.
And he's Santa Claus.
Yeah, that too.
But I saw some vines and little tapes of his training, and he already got himself flibberted.
Shane?
Yeah. Nothing too major, just an busted open knee.
I still think they're holding out hope that Cena pulls a Super Cena and recovers soon.
Yeah, he did that already multiple times.
Yeah. Or Nikki Bella. I don't know.
Well,
Can't get Cena, get his girlfriend. Like, okay, let's look at this realistically. Who can Undertaker viably face as Shane's representative? Cena's logical, obviously. Well, okay, how about this? Shane referenced on Raw, he's no stranger to making a deal with the devil. Fuck it, let Bray do it. It's a way to build up Bray.
Yeah.
Give him his win back.
Yeah.
Then if that happens and Shane wins and you get the brand split, Bray is his enforcer. That's who he builds his brand around.
Yo, another idea. How about another miracle recovery? There's no chance that this is going to happen. But what about Seth Rollins though?
That's true. I was actually thinking about that, but isn't he out for like another 6 months or something?
I think, yes, around 4-ish months.
Yeah, or Cesaro, or Orton, or any other one of these million guys that are hurt.
Well, I think Orton should be soonish recovered.
Yeah, but I doubt they'd rush him onto the WrestleMania card.
Yeah.
It's like that year Batista was hurt, but he was cleared by WrestleMania, but they had no time to give him a story, so they just waited.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. It's fair enough. You know who's not been on TV in a while and could face Undertaker? El Torito.
Or how about The Rock?
Yeah, they've not clarified what his role is yet either.
And we saw last year WrestleMania. Was it last year or the year before?
The Rock?
With The Rock and his face off with Triple H.
Oh, that was last year.
Last year, yeah, and that still is not cleared.
Exactly.
And maybe The Rock decides that Raw would be in better hands with Shane than...
Yeah, because The Rock's clearly not a fan of the Authority.
Yeah.
There are ways to make this brand split happen. And I feel like if they don't do it, or go through with Shane winning or his representative winning, it's just another case of WWE promising us something they're not delivering. It's another Daniel Bryan in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. oh God. I imagine now in WrestleMania moment where the Undertaker wins and some people are booing in the crowd.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm worried that that's what's going to happen because we already know they're going to boo the main event. and that's not a good thing.
It is sad for me to say, the main event, I rather would have seen Cena win.
Exactly. unless they actually shock horror, Ambrose beats Triple H at the next thing.
Do you really believe that?
I believe. I believe in the Shield.
Whoa, wait. That is the perfect opportunity.
What, reform the Shield?
No, to turn Roman Reigns heel. Roadblock.
Oh, have him cost Ambrose?
Yes.
And say, I want the title shot?
Not the title shot, but Roman is so pissed at Triple H, he wants to face him off.
Yes, that actually could work.
And every top superstar, everyone of the legend that you know and love now, started as heels.
That's true.
Ricky
Steamboat.
Stone Cold, Rock, Undertaker even, he was... his debut was under Ted DiBiase.
Brother love, though.
I kind of would have liked to see how it would have gone if they still kept him as the manager.
Brother love. But yeah, I don't mind that idea. If they want to turn Reigns, now's their chance.
Yeah, and...
But wait, do you then go heel? Or is Triple H face, or...
I don't mind heel, because both can be egoistic and try to be just a better player. I don't mind heel versus heel so much.
That's true. That could work. I don't mind that. We're getting slightly off topic. Brand split.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few weeks with WrestleMania stuff, don't worry. Yeah. I think the biggest positive for me with getting a brand split is building up more stars and using them to their potential. People like Owens and Neville and the NXT people and Bray Wyatt.
Also, another point that we didn't said. Mm-hmm. There are some wrestlers that are overexposed and people are sick of them.
Is this where I say Cena and Reigns?
This is where I say Big Show and Ziggler.
That's true. Yeah, I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing both of them. And I like both of them. It's not their fault.
Same, but they are overexposed. And if they are just in one brand, less exposure, and maybe they can slowly handle it in and not put them in every match.
Yeah. I'd say the same with Sheamus as well. I'm kind of tired of seeing Sheamus everywhere.
Yeah, but they don't have a Randy Orton, they don't have a Cena. What they have to show off?
That's true. Well, like, the brand split just makes every wrestler feel special.
Yeah. And you personally want that as a company, because if they leave, then it sucks.
Yeah. Like, look back in the day when people like Tajiri became stars because they got time and a chance to expose their character and their ring work.
Yeah.
Gregory Helms, people like that. Jamie Noble even. I love Jamie Noble.
Well, he got his time to shine a few years ago again.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Like, all these little guys that have the talent, and we know they have the talent, just don't get a chance to show it.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes again, another example. The Ascension even.
Oh yeah, the Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what maybe can happen with the draft is, what if they really decided to make NXT not just an building thing, but also an own stable and real stable. Like that they also get guys from like Raw
also,
and SmackDown.
NXT can draft like, I want Rusev type thing.
Yeah.
That could work. Make it equal.
Exactly. Make it a triangle, because the triangle is the strongest force.
Illuminati.
Or the Triforce.
I don't know. I'm against that. I like the way NXT is right now. I don't want them to be equal to Raw and SmackDown because they feel unique and it feels like an indie promotion.
Yeah.
So if they started running the bigger arenas and started looking like Raw and SmackDown, it wouldn't feel as special. That's why, like, when NXT does their huge shows in, like, they done for Brooklyn and SummerSlam, or the other way around, SummerSlam and Brooklyn, yeah. That felt amazing because it
Yeah,
was the
and
first time they were in front of a big crowd, and it worked.
I also can say one thing that is kind of sad, that there's a really high chance that WrestleMania get overshadowed by the NXT special.
Yeah, and that is a really sad thing. Like, obviously, I wouldn't mind it. I love NXT, and the fact that they put on a better show the night before SummerSlam to me was amazing. I love that show. But they shouldn't be doing that. Especially when the SummerSlam card had like Brock and Taker, Rollins and Cena, Cesaro, Owens, like all these major stars and matches. But the night before, Sasha and Bayley just completely shit on them. And I feel like it's gonna happen again. So we got WrestleMania, we got Roman Reigns versus Triple H. No one cares. NXT, we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus El Generico. That's hype.
That is hype as hell.
We even have Austin Aries debuting as well, I think, against Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
We have Samoa Joe versus Balor. Like, that card is just amazing. I don't know. NXT's taking over the world, and I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it as well. But NXT is a good example of what a separate split could do wonders.
Another example is back in the day when we had the brand split, not only was it just the talent, it was actually off screen as well. Each show had its own writing staff. So in NXT is proof that if you have a completely separate person in charge and a different writing staff, you get a completely different product. So there's no reason why that wouldn't work with Raw and SmackDown. Like, say you put say Heyman is put in charge of SmackDown, and he lets I believe he's still with the company, but Zeb Coulter, if he gives him the book, can you just imagine what they two can do if they give him power?
That is a dream come true.
Exactly. Like, let the McMahons do Raw, then let Heyman and Zeb Coulter experiment on SmackDown, and let Triple H keep doing NXT, because we can talk shit about Triple H all we want. He's doing amazing stuff down in NXT.
Yeah. Like, but also we need to mention one person that is really important to NXT and does a good job as well. William Regal.
That's true. William Regal is a god.
Yeah, what he did all for the company.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guy, a great wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, I still can remember the moment when he came out in a dress.
Oh God!
For the company.
He's a company man through and through. He'll do anything they ask.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they do the brand split, they should have their own writers for each show. It works. NXT is proof that it works. NXT is a little developmental territory that has become a second brand, more or less, and sells out 15,000 people arenas the same weekend as major shows like SummerSlam and WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal. Like, FCW was never doing that. Neither was OVW, and OVW had Brock Lesnar and John Cena and people like that.
Yeah. Oh, but that all could end interesting if they do a brand.
So many possibilities, and they're just dangling this carrot in front of us, and hopefully they'll give us it, but I doubt they will.
Yeah, because, like I said, there is still a company, and all this costs so much more money. And when it doesn't pay off, they all are mad.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would kind of drop a little bit the corporate stuff out of this, but, well, it's still a business.
Businesses need to make money.
Yeah, and that is best for business.
Without money, they can't sign talent like Nakamura. When he's good, we get nice things out of it.
Yeah, but the problem is it's a really double-edged sword, because if it goes further with these kind of shows and stuff like that, they lose so many viewership. You can see that each time in the stats.
It's just a risk that I feel like they need to take, because their viewership's down right now. They know that.
Yeah.
So what have they got to lose? Like, they literally have nothing to lose.
Exactly. And also, I really miss the interaction between general managers.
Yeah, that was always fun.
Yeah.
Just, like, all these things, though, made it feel special and made it feel real, almost. Like, there is that ongoing rivalry between the two brands, like, who's the better brand, and people can be like, I'm Team SmackDown, I'm Team Raw. Like, anything to add any sort of realism to wrestling is good in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, right now, we don't really have much to root for.
Yeah, and like we said, there's always the same people and overexposure and stuff.
Yeah.
You
like
want you want nearly to puke over all the people in the roster that are shown right now.
I'm scared.
And it's sad for me to say, I still love the New Day, but they are slowly a little bit too much.
Hey, don't you dare talk shit about the New Day, man.
I don't know. I love them, but like I said, they're a little bit overexposure.
Yeah, like if they were only on Raw or SmackDown every week, they'd feel unique.
Yeah, it would be nice to see 1 week without them so you can enjoy more of them if they are there the next week.
Yep.
It would be just enough for them to have... Okay, they are not there to wrestle or stuff like that, but they can have a little video promo. That would be enough for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, another argument for the brand split is if we do get the brand exclusive pay-per-views, it means you get more time to build up proper storylines.
Yeah.
You don't have to rush, oh shit, there's a pay-per-view in 3 weeks, we need to get together a card. You'll have at least 8 or 9 weeks to build up a proper storyline for the pay-per-view blow-off.
Yeah, that's also a good thing. Because, like I said, I remember the time where there wasn't a pay-per-view each month, and it is better that way.
Mm-hmm. And it makes the TV shows feel important because, say, okay, Raw just had their pay-per-view, so the next night they know they've got 10 weeks because SmackDown's got the next one. They can run shit on TV that's exclusive to TV, like the start of this whole storyline and have the blow-off midway building to the pay-per-view. Make that Raw feel special. Or you can hold tournaments, like number one contender tournaments. Like you'll get time to do stuff like that.
Also, which I kind of find sad. Back in the day, wrestlers could impress because they were good wrestlers and the championships were just the top of it. But right now, it looks like people that have no championships and are not in the spot around the championships are just garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, they have so much potential, and even with the brand split and less titles and titles are split, there is still the chance to show off wrestlers. Like Eddie Guerrero. He was every time an highlight, even if he wasn't on a championship match.
Yeah. Eddie, Edge, Rey Mysterio, all these people.
Yeah. Oh, Edge is another good example how to build up a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Because his beginning wasn't really so strong from booking wise and stuff like that. Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah, he didn't start off the strongest, but he got the fan support because they gave him time.
Yeah.
And people saw how charismatic he was and his wrestling ability and skill. Like, I guarantee you, say someone like, I don't know, Bo Dallas, for example. He's a jobber right now.
Yeah, Bo Dallas.
Say he's drafted to SmackDown and they need just a filler match. Say Kevin Owens needs to go over someone, but they give him 20 minutes to have a proper match since they have the time. And Bo Dallas impresses. The crowd get behind him. They see what a good wrestler he actually is. There you go. You've already started building up another talent.
Yeah.
And yes, he loses, but it's still going out there and showing your skill level.
Another example for that was the one match, Cena versus Cesaro.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
Yeah, the people that weren't so much a fan of his high technical wrestling and his lackluster mic skills, but in that match, many people got behind him, and
Just
not
because he got time.
Yeah, but probably a few people in the comments will argue, well, it was against Cena. Everyone gets a little bit pop against Cena because everyone hates Cena.
That's not true.
That's really not true. And you can bash on Cena how much you want. It is not his fault.
No. It's not Cena's fault at all. Nor is it Roman Reigns' fault right now.
Yeah, it is the booking. But we can talk shit about the booking as well. We are not the people on top. We are not pressured. We are not set. You need to do this and this needs to be done. Because even the writer gets stuff set a little bit. Like, Vince McMahon wants to push Roman Reigns. And they try everything to push him, but they think the wrong way. Yeah.
We just need more to hold on to and believe in as fans. That's all. That's all we need. That's why Daniel Bryan took off, because he was our guy and we supported him. Now we don't have anyone. I could say the closest is Ambrose.
Yeah, Ambrose. I see that as well.
If we had the brand split, we have more opportunities. We could see someone like a Bo Dallas running around on the undercard and we can start supporting him. Gives us more opportunity to get behind people, because there are more people featured on TV.
And also they can work on skills. Like, for another example, they can build up Cesaro's mic skill.
Yeah.
Like, give him something like they did. He is right now injured. Why they don't give him a gimmicky thing like Wade Barrett while he was injured? The Bad News Barrett. Why they don't give him a gimmick that let him work his mic skills and maybe let him build a character? Because he don't have any character right now. That's the problem.
That's true. Another positive for the brand split is rivalries don't get stale. Like, you won't see the same people feuding all the time. Like, I'll use an example from back in the day. Shawn Michaels had like a 2 or 3 month long feud with Chris Masters. Like, immediately that elevated Masters. Like, and stuff like that would happen now because obviously the brands are limited. Cena will go through the top talent in about, I don't know, like 9 months to a year. He'll have to start feuding with undercard people, and that gives them a push, as long as he doesn't Super Cena all over them. But like,
yeah,
it makes things fresh.
Also, another thing that was every time interesting is the like the Royal Rumble winner or stuff like that, or back in the day where Money in the Bank was in WrestleMania only. The winner of these both, you don't know if they go for Raw or SmackDown. They can choose.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the angle about the Shawn Michaels rematch versus The Undertaker. He wanted to win the Royal Rumble because he was on Raw, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker was on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And the draft was already over, so he couldn't go over. And Undertaker was currently champion, so the only way he could get to The Undertaker was to win the Royal Rumble. That was such a perfect angle and story and build up.
Exactly. More opportunities for more unique and entertaining storylines that we don't have right now.
Yeah. Let us
potential.
Yeah, let us watch the WWE pull the carrot up from our nose and eat it themselves.
Undertaker squashes Shane in like 5 minutes.
Oh God. But it's so hard to say it's Texas.
Yeah.
But we need to say one thing. Undertaker is a real old school wrestler. He knows when he needs to go down.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Maybe that and you saw him often push characters and wrestlers. Even some bad one, like the Great Khali. He tried to push him, and he get a little bit of pop at the beginning, but then, yeah. I don't like to talk about that, but he still is an old school wrestler who knows when you need to lay down.
Yeah, Undertaker, I guess it's debatable, but to me it doesn't seem like he has an ego.
Yeah, he is not an Hulk Hogan that says, no, I don't, no.
He'd happily lay down for anyone.
Yeah.
Like Demon said, he put over the Great Khali.
And that means a lot! And Undertaker is so long in the business that he has a veto right for all his matches.
It'll be entertaining to see. I feel like Undertaker will do his best to give Shane a great match.
Yeah.
From all accounts, they're quite good friends.
Yeah, and also they. I mean, man, Undertaker's goal is every time to make a great match and build up other superstars. But the problem here is not really he can't build up anything. It's Shane McMahon.
Yeah, like this WrestleMania match for Undertaker is different in that he's not out there to build up a star. He's literally out there. They're both out there just to produce an amazing match.
Yeah, and I think that angle is more like the angle to turn around the fans. But this is a really, really edgy double-edged sword. It can cut through Titan. It can go one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's not just a standard match 1, 2, 3, Undertaker wins, and that's the end of it. I hope we do get some stuff from this.
Yeah, but we don't get any climbs because they're already banned in the WWE.
Man.
Well, if you look in the past and everything, you know why the climbs are banned.
Okay.
Well,
so I just want storyline development.
we think technically the climbs outside the Hell in a Cell are banned.
True. Shane
Never-
about to cut through the roof.
Watch Shane climb the inside and drops from the roof. An elbow
will be
drop
some
from top of the roof while he's hanging.
Yeah, there will be some spot like that.
Yeah.
There has to be.
Another point. We talked about Rob Van Dam. Shane is a big fan of him.
That's true.
What was it? The Van Terminator?
Yeah, the Van Terminator.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can still pull that off at his age.
Oh yeah, that would be quite difficult. It was a great thing that he could do that. He was not really a professional wrestler in any way.
No, not at all.
That was really impressive that he can pull off that.
Yep. And we know he's willing to take risks. The Kurt Angle match is a perfect example. When they discovered that it was real glass, he still said, "Fuck it, do it anyway."
And it wasn't just real glass, it was plexiglass, the real strong stuff.
It's fine. Throw me anyway.
But if you didn't see that match, there's the first belly-to-belly suplex, I think, was it, right?
Yeah.
Because the glass didn't break, Shane landed on his neck.
Yeah, directly on his head. And to his credit, Angle asked him, "What do you want to do?" And Shane said, "Try again."
Yeah.
So we know he's not.
Well, that is kind of a McMahon thing.
Yeah.
I mean, look how much McMahon bled for his company, literally.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge admirer of Vince and his philosophy of, I wouldn't ask any of my talent to do something I'm not willing to do myself.
Yeah.
He took a table bump from the top of a steel cage just because Foley took the cell bump. Like, that's the kind of man Vince is.
Yeah.
I have high hopes. I don't know if I should have high hopes for this match. I'm nervous.
Same, to be honest.
I want the match to be fun. I think the match itself will be fun. I think that's kind of guaranteed. But I just want something to come out of it. I don't want the storyline to end at WrestleMania just with Undertaker winning and walking off into the sunset. That's like the boring end. I want more stuff to happen. Why would the Undertaker fight for Vince? And we still haven't got an answer to that.
Yeah. He had 11 words at Raw.
Yeah, and he just walked off awkwardly.
And Vince was awkwardly afterwards.
Yeah. Well, they're panic booking since Cena got hurt, so they're doing the best they can.
Well,
I believe Shane's on Raw tonight or tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. So, or whenever this gets uploaded, the Monday. So, hopefully we'll see some storyline development.
Well, if Shane can make it to Raw because he's still a little bit hurt from training.
I'm sure he'll be there in some capacity.
Yeah, that's the reason why originally he was planned to be on the Raw with The Undertaker.
Yeah.
But couldn't make it.
I would save the face-off.
Yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't even do a face-off. I would wait until Mania.
Exactly. Maybe a little face-off at Roadblock to make it a little bit more special, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, the contract signing.
That's true.
Make it an Roadblock special.
That's true. It's a good way to plug the network.
Yeah. But I don't think they're coming to that idea.
Nah.
Man, I remember the signing Brock Lesnar and Undertaker for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, fun times. Man, all they need to do is put Demon and me in charge of booking. Dean Ambrose would have all the belts. Dean Ambrose and Sasha Banks would main event every pay-per-view.
And what about Bray Wyatt though?
He can referee every main event. I just need him to promo.
Yo, let him be general manager. Let's go.
It would work. Like, that's something else. Like, if wrestlers get hurt, they don't have to stay at home. They can get on-screen roles.
Yeah, like I said, they did with Barrett. They could same do with Cesaro to build him up.
Yep. They done it with Kurt Angle all these years ago when they made him general manager when he hurt his leg.
Yeah.
CM Punk was on commentary. Stuff like that.
Man. And I miss the day where real active wrestler were on commentary. Not sorry to say that, JBL, but you're an old washed out one. And don't get me started on Jerry.
I don't mind JBL. I'm entertained by JBL.
He is as good as Michael Cole because he can't. Do you remember when Xavier Woods said on the commentary?
Yeah, Xavier was really good.
Yeah, Xavier needed to correct them every time about Kalisto and Sin Cara.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's not the first time they butchered that stuff. Just watch Botchamania. Nice and plug for everything.
Hey, Butchermania, you should sponsor us.
But yeah, a brand split would be awesome, but it's dangerous to do for a company out of a money standpoint.
But like I said, they've got nothing to lose. Their viewership's at an all-time low, so they can't exactly get any lower.
And how many pay-per-views did Trent cancel cancel WWE Network?
Yeah.
Nearly every pay-per-view that trended worldwide.
The only way is up.
Yeah.
And this is a good starting point. Just don't fuck up.
Don't be an ECW.
Don't pull another Daniel Bryan in the Royal Rumble.
2 times.
Yeah, twice.
Oh my god! How can people be so stupid?
Oh no, man.
God damn it. And I personally like Roman Reigns. He is a good brute force wrestler, a brawler, but that kind of fighting style is not often phase.
I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan in general. I don't like Roman. There's no redeeming quality to him other than his look. And they even try and change his look by making him wearing contacts.
Well, everything is meh, and the brand split would maybe bring it out and wow.
It would be fresh and exciting, and we haven't had anything fresh and exciting in a long, long time except Shane.
Yeah.
And he's only around for a little bit.
Exactly. Yo, another idea. Shane gets Raw, but because his company, he makes a general manager instead of him. And that's Paul Heyman.
Exactly. There are ways they can do this without Shane being on TV.
Yeah.
So it's feasible.
Yeah.
I just hope they realize they can do it, and I hope they have the balls that they can do it.
Make Paul Heyman the... What? I can't pronounce that. What he says about Brock Lesnar, the
advocate?
Yeah, let him be the advocate of Shane.
Yeah. They both have interest in UFC, so it could work.
And they both had interest in ECW because Shane also wanted to be a separate thing with the ECW and be the CEO of that, but Vince turned it down.
That's true.
Everything that Shane was interested, he turned down.
No wonder he got frustrated and left.
Yeah, left the family entirely, not just the company.
Well, he's back now, and hopefully we'll get good things out of it. Hopefully.
Yeah. So,
big hopefully.
That are our thoughts about the possible brand split. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you to many stuff like that soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone.